This is a demonstration on how to release an adjusted final grade in D2L. In the D2L gradebook, first of all, you need to make sure that your grade items all have values entered. So even if a student has not completed the work, you need to enter the zeros. This is an extra credit item and it's indicated as bonus, so you need to make sure your extra credit items are appropriate. And then if you scroll to the final grade column, you'll see all of the point values are the same. Every student is being evaluated on the same number of points. So to release the adjusted grade, we need to make sure that that is what we have in our settings, because there are the calculated grade and adjusted grade. Let's go back over to the left and then click on the settings button. And go to calculation options. If you're using the adjusted final grade, this allows you to enter a value in the final grade column. For example, if a student is very close to the next grade level, you could adjust the final grade. If you're using the calculated final grade, in order to change a student's final grade, you would have to manipulate an individual grade item to do that. So I'm going to change this to adjusted final grade and click Save. And then I need to close this. To return to the gradebook, go to Enter Grades. And now I'm ready to release the final grade. So I'll scroll all the way to the right to the final grade column, and for final adjusted grade, I'm going to click the drop-down menu and choose Grade All. You'll notice that so far all the point values, the final grades, are listed under the calculated grade. So we need to move these scores over into the adjusted grade column. At the top of the page next to final grades, use that drop-down and choose Recalculate All. What this will do is it will recalculate the final grade based on the grade items that you indicate, and it will also transfer those scores over to the adjusted grade column. At this point, if you do have a student's grade that you'd like to adjust, this person is almost at 60%, so I could enter some points in here to bump them up to the next level if I so chose. So you would enter the new score and click Save. And click Yes. And what you'll notice is that 59.6 is going to increase. So now it's up over the 61 or the 60%. So once you have your final adjusted grade, it's entered here and saved, make sure that they're reflected here appropriately. Now you're ready to release the adjusted grade. So you'll select all users by clicking on the top box, and then click the Release button. That puts a check mark in each of the boxes. And now I'll click Save. And Yes. And then I have to cancel to return back to the gradebook. And again, I'll scroll all the way over to check that final grade column. And you can see which grade is being released because the eyeball icon is next to it. So in the example that we did where we increased the student score, you can see the calculated grade still shows at 59.6, but the released adjusted grade is 61.2. If you want to see what a student sees from their perspective, you can click on the student's name. And then at the top of this screen next to the student's name, you can choose the drop-down menu and click Preview. And here's their points and their grade. They'll also see their individual scores. This concludes the demonstration on how to release the adjusted final grade.